scammers. Scammers, you guys, I'm telling you, don't ever fall for this. I don't have $150 on my card currently. And she's like, why don't you have $150 on your card currently? You told me you have $150 in your card now. Calm down, bro. Calm down. Ending of 2025, it's like I was crying. What am I saying? The whole ending of 2025. The whole 2025, I was crying throughout, you guys. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. My name is Nora and this is Nora's Session. If you're new to this channel, well, I'm also new to this channel. Today I'm going to tell you guys how I almost got scammed by, I won't say the nationality, Indians. I almost got scammed by Indians. So you guys, let me start from the beginning. First of all, I got a scholarship to study in American University in Cairo, and I mean, it was like a lifetime opportunity, right? Because I've been applying for different scholarships and I finally got this one, even with all my qualifications, my first class, you know, it was a lot before I got this right. And then on the day I was meant to come to Egypt, finally, I missed my flights. That's what happened. I missed my flights. Like, sometimes this kind of things will happen and then you'll be like, oh, like God has a way of doing his things. You know, you start making excuses anyway. Well, I cried and I cried and I cried. Tell me why the morning of my flight, I went to the market to go and buy meat, goat meat to fry. Obviously, now that's not somebody that is serious. Like, that's not, you know, the way of a serious person. I had to go and buy goat meat to fry that morning. That's how I knew that the devil was really working. So anyways, story cut short, the missing flight thing is a story for another day. But that day after I missed my flight, obviously I went home and then I started to cry. But then, like, we have to move on, right? I was looking for other opportunities, like other ways for me to, you know, fly back, because I was already missed deadline for advising and registration. And if you don't do advising, you can't do registration. And for new students, right, you have to do advising physically first. Like, first time you come, you have to do advising physically, as well as your orientation and so on. Well, I couldn't do physical advising. Why? Because I missed my flight, right? And I couldn't do registration. Why? Because I hadn't done advising. And it was like 3 days left. Do you get, like, I think my flight was like maybe 7th or so, and then advising registration, late registration was closing on the 11th. So yeah, I think 4 days, was 4 days left. So obviously I was already like looking for different options, right? And then at first I booked another flight. I booked a flight for the 10th or so. It was Ethiopian Airlines, mind you. I booked a flight for Ethiopian Airlines on the 10th. But, okay, backstory, sorry. To come to Egypt, right, you need to do either like the e-visa or like the visa on arrival. Sorry, you need to do visa on arrival or... Sorry, I've forgotten the name of the other option, but I know that visa on arrival, you have to like do an okay to board with the airline that you want to fly with. Then when you come to Egypt, they stamp your visa on arrival, right? And then the second option is like the regular visa process. I did an okay to board because the reason I did that was because if I was to do like the regular visa process, it would have taken a long time and my visa would have not been out until after registration was done and classes would have started. Do you get? And according to what I heard, I don't know how true it is, but according to what I heard, they usually don't give single ladies visa to Egypt. Like, they'll most likely deny your visa. I don't know why. I did not say that. Don't shoot the messenger, please. So anyways, they told me I needed to do another okay to board, because since I missed this flight, that okay to board is done. Like, I have to do another okay to board. And so I booked a flight already for the 10th. I had to do an okay to board for the 10th. the guy that was the agent that was handling the okay to board told me that, oh, it's not going to be possible, that it's too close, and anyway, it's not going to be possible. I started crying, like I was begging him. I told him that there was no way, like I wouldn't travel on the 10th, right? I must travel on the 10th. But then he's like, no, 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 we can't do it, blah, 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 blah. And then I think that I got another flight for the 11th, right? And I paid for it. I was literally just paying for flights. Like, mind you, I didn't have money. I don't know. Honestly, I think it's God that was doing this thing for me. I didn't have money. But somehow, like, for whatever reason, my friends were helping me. My friends were giving me money. My parents were giving me money. My parents' friends were giving me money. Let me just tell you guys, I think I booked like 5 tickets. Some I didn't pay for them. Like, some I just booked them on hold. Some I actually paid for them outrightly because I was stressed. I was confused. I needed to leave. Like, I needed to leave, bro. So, no, let me tell you what happened. I told you guys that I booked a flight for 10th, and then my agent saying, oh, he can't do an okay to board for me for 10th. I need to do another one for 11th. I don't remember the days, but yeah, something like that. But then I now had to, I needed to get a refund for this ticket on the 10th, right? Because I'm not going to let Ethiopian Airlines go scot-free with it. I needed my money back. We're trying to call, this was me and my man, by the way. We're trying to call, different Ethiopian Airlines number. All the numbers we're seeing on the internet, we're calling, they wouldn't pick up, they wouldn't answer. We sent emails, they were not answering. And, it was beginning to stress us. At this time, it got to, night time, and finally, he found one number like this, and then they finally picked up, right? So, you're like, hello, this is Ethiopian Airlines. What is your emergency, please? What do you need? So, me, when they spoke, mind you, this was a +1 number, and +1 is US numbers, right? When this person picked up, I was hearing Prakesh, I was hearing Kutrapoli, I was hearing Indian accent. But for some reason, he wasn't hearing an accent. To him, it didn't occur to him that, oh, this person had an accent, right? So they're like, this guy is not like, oh, what's your problem? He tells him what the issue is. We need a refund for the tickets because we are not going to use it again. Stuff, right? Then he's like, oh, I'll hand over this call to my colleague. My colleague, he transfers the number to his colleague, right? And she starts asking my man what the problem is again. He goes on to tell the whole story from the beginning till the end again. This was in the night, mind you. And me, I just wanted my money back. I wanted my money back because at least I know I've lost a lot of money, right? But let something come out of this. So this woman says that, oh, if you want a refund, you have to pay $300 for a refund fee, $150 for processing, and another $150 for something else. I don't remember, but I know that the total amount was $600. If I have $600, as in, what am I going to do masters for? Shaving my life don't set me. I'm joking, but how can we pay $600 for a ticket? Mind you, the ticket was maybe $1,000 if you equate it to from Nigerian naira to dollars. It would have been $1,000. I have to pay $600 for a refund, right? But let me tell you guys, it didn't occur to me. This thing didn't occur to me. Because she told, she was so quick with it. She was so, she sounded so nice. She told us that if we pay this $150, that one is the non-refundable, right? Then we'll pay another $300 on it. But then, once they return our money, right, the $300, they'll refund it too. That's what she said. And then at some point, he even told her to, she told him to hold on the phone for 30 minutes. I remember us having to buy another airtime for him to continue this call. He was on the call for an hour to refund a flight ticket. But I told you, we were stressed. We were all stressed. It was me, him, my sister. I was even on the phone with my dad, telling my dad what was happening and everything. Until she said we should hold, that she would send us an email. And then from the email, we'll be able to, send the money to her. I didn't know that the whole time he was waiting, this woman was typing email in black bold letters that I should give her $600. She typed this email from the beginning to the end, right? He's still holding on the phone. I went to go and call my dad. I'm telling my dad, like, what's up? That this man saying, oh, we should pay her $150 to be able to give us the money back, blah, blah, blah. And then something, my dad now told us that, like, we should calm down first. Let's just hold on. Let's just hold on with the refund first. Let's like process my flight. Let me go first. Then we start talking about refund. But mind you, my man is still on the phone. I'm talking to my dad. And then I'm checking online on the Ethiopian Airlines website. I go to Ethiopian Airlines website, or sorry, something ticket information. And then I see an option like to change flight ticket or request a refund. I now clicked on request a refund. They asked me that should they refund the money to the card that I used to pay. I was like, yeah. At first they told me request or error, denied, that type of thing. Then I tried it again. My man just picked up his phone and he saw the money. Like, he saw our flight money refunded. So let's just say that the flight was like 1.8 million naira, right? 1.5 million naira was refunded to him. Even I'm shocked. That's how I was shocked then. I was so shocked because, like, it was so easy. I literally just went to the website and clicked on refund, and then they refunded us the money. Mind you, he's still on the phone. So when the money came to his phone now, he just cut the call. Hey, sorry, I forgot to tell you something. I forgot to tell you guys something. So mind you guys, when my man was on the phone, like, talking to this woman, she's like, oh, you have to pay the $150 now, and then later you pay the remaining amount. And this guy, he doesn't have $150 on that card currently, right? And then she's like, and then he says, I don't have $150 on my card currently. And she's like, why don't you have $150 on your card currently? You told me you have $150 on your card now. And then he's like, no, I didn't say that. Like, you have to hold on first. Like, once I get the money, I'm going to, like, pay for it. I'm going to pay for the non-refundable deposit or whatever. And then she's like, oh, it's true. Mind you, she said that it takes 6 weeks. It takes 6 weeks for the money to reflect in our account. 6 weeks. I go to Ethiopian Airlines website and the money was refunded immediately. Those niggas lied to me. And then the email that she even sent, I saw the email. It was in black bold letters. And at the end, I'll even show you the email here. At the end of the email, she's like, routes. Like routes.com or something from Ethiopian Airlines. And normally, like, when Ethiopian Airlines sends you an email, they have like their logo, their email addresses, their phone numbers, everything. Like, it looks like a professional mail, like from a company. Do you get? But this one, it looked so weird. And then nothing, like, none of the red flags, like, we didn't see any of it, from her accent to the phone number to the email without like a proper address, nothing. And then she started shouting like, oh, you need to pay the money now, and stuff like that. And he's like, oh, you guys need to calm down, I will pay it, right? But like, not now. Mind you, it was in the night. And then she's like, okay, no problem, that when you're ready to pay the money, I'm number 64, you call my friend 65, number 65. I think his name was Oswald, or I don't know. I know it started with an O anyways. And he's like, oh, she's like, oh, you call my friend then. And he, like, she was trying to like get assurance from us, by all means, are you sure? And then he's like, yeah, I'm sure, I'll call. And then she's like, okay, what time will you call? In an hour? And he's like, calm down, bro. Calm down, like, calm down. She's like, what time will you call? In an hour? And then she's like, those people were scammers. You guys, I'm telling you, don't ever fall for this. If you want a refund for a service, contact the company directly. And anytime you're stressed, like, just calm down. Like, everything will be fine. Last, see, I'm here now. After everything I went through, I'm here. There are so many stories of what happened to me after I missed my flight. In fact, the whole ending of 2025, it's like I was crying. What am I saying? The whole ending of 2025? The whole 2025, I was crying throughout, you guys. But anyways, I'm so grateful that everything is fine now. If you have any questions, Ask me in the comment section. I'm ready to answer you, like for real, whether it has to do with my flights, my booking, my fellowship, my admission. I'm ready to answer you. Thank you guys for watching. Watch out for more videos like this, more story times. I have a lot of things that happened to me in my 25 years of living, and I'm ready to share. Bye guys.